Hey, I'm Andrew Hales. Welcome to another edition of Chatting With. I'm here with Umar.
Hey, how you doing, guys? My name is Umar Ashraf, and I'm a stock trader.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, man.
Let's see, stock trader, is that different from stockbroker?
Yeah, it's a lot of people get that idea very confused. They confuse me with a stockbroker, but there's a huge difference between them. A stockbroker is somebody that kind of purchases shares for you. You give them a call, they purchase and sell for you. And a stock trader is somebody who does it themselves, for him or herself.
Yeah, you're like buying and selling stocks like the same day, right?
Not always. I'm sometimes buying it and holding it for 2-3 weeks. Sometimes I'm buying it and buying it the same day, selling it the same day. It's just different strategies. Some days I'm day trading, some days I'm swing trading. It all depends.
How old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, wow. So this could be 23-year-old. Are you a millionaire?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be the title then. Yeah.
So basically I started trading when I was 18. That's when I first got into the market. And when I first started, I literally had no idea what I was doing. I was just like, hey, I want to dabble into stocks. I want to make money. And I know so many people make money off stocks. So I was like, let me jump into it. I had about 20 grand saved up at the time. And the money I had saved up, what I did was I put all of it into the market without having any knowledge. So I took all my money.
It's risky.
Yeah, but at the time, when you're young, you kind of you think you know it all. So I'm like, oh, I know everything. I know what I'm doing. Let me just take all my money and dump it into the market.
Okay.
I dumped it into the market.
How much was that?
How much was what?
How much did you have that you?
20,000. That was all the money I had saved
20,
up. So I put
20K.
everything, exactly
Okay.
everything.
Wow.
So now, once I put everything into the market, next thing you know is I made a few trades. I remember the first stock I bought was Jcpenney. So the first trade I made was around. It was a January because that's when my birthday is, and I turned 18. I opened up a brokerage account and I bought Jcpenney, and I made $2,500 on that trade. So now after that, I kept taking all my money and dumping it into one stock. No risk management, nothing.
Okay, hold on. Why did you choose Jcpenney?
Absolutely no reason. I just saw the stock and I was like, oh, I think it's a good buy, and I bought Jcpenney.
Why did you think it was a good buy?
I just looked at the charts and I had no idea what it was telling me, but I just felt like it was a good buy, and I put money into it and it went up.
Yeah, like with me not knowing anything, I'll see like what it's normally at, and if it's low, then I'm like, all right, it'll probably go back up.
It was something like that because I know retail at the time was having a huge problem. Retail was falling, so I was like, oh, Jcpenney, they're never gonna go down. Let me buy them. So I bought them, and next thing you know, they went up 2 days later, and I made about $2,500.
And you sold it?
Yeah, and I sold it and made $2,500.
Wow.
And now,
oh, you put 20K
into one stock.
Wow.
And it went up, I think,
Interesting.
a few percentage. And as it went up, my portfolio went up $2,500.
Is the fee? What were you doing? E-Trade? What?
Scott Trade.
Scott Trade.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like one of the many.
Yeah, Scott Trade, they got bought out by TD now, but at the time it was Scott
It's like $15 per trade or something?
It was $7 a trade. 7 to buy, 7 to sell.
Okay, no percentages or anything?
No percentage. No, it was just 7.
Damn, that's badass. When you're 18.
Yeah, so I'm in high school right now because, like I said, I have an early birthday. So I just made $2,500 off one trade.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, wow, I'm in high school. I made $2,500. Oh man, this is it. This is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. And it kept going well for me. It was all beginner's luck. So my account went from 20 grand to 35 in a matter of 2 months.
Then you put 35 into one thing?
Everything into one thing. I knew no risk management. I had no idea what I was doing. So it was working for me.
Right, like every book I've read on it says don't do that.
Don't, exactly. But I didn't read anything. I just dumped my money into that one stock over and over again.
This sounds like too good to be true.
Yeah, and then, obviously everything that's too good to be true goes downhill.
Okay.
So now, once I built my account to 35,000 in 2 months, what do you think happened next?
You lost it all.
I lost it all. Everything went downhill. Everything went downhill. In a matter of 6 months. Bad trade here, bad trade there, bad trade here, bad trade there. And everything just went down. And my account finally hit about $2,000.
Okay.
In a matter of 4 or 5 months. And now, once that happened, I took a step back, and everyone around me was like, stocks are risky, stocks are gambling, don't touch stocks, stay away from stocks. So I started, it kind of got to me. I'm like, oh man, maybe stocks isn't the right way to go. It's something I should stay away from. But I was like, you know what? I know so many people that actually make money off stocks. So let me actually keep focusing on this. I didn't know what I was doing. So now let me take a step back and actually try to learn the right way. Because in the stock market, there's always a winner and there's a loser. So if I lose 2,000, you made 2,000. So it's like you're kind of taking my 2,000 from me, and the broker just makes his or her commission. So I was like, okay, I lost it. Somebody beat me. They beat me at the game, so I just need to get better.
Yeah.
So now, long story short, for the next 6-7 months, all I did was I was focused precisely just on the market.
Okay.
I was just focused directly on the stock market, how it's moving. I was watching YouTube videos. Whatever I was watching, I would apply it with real money.
So you got down to 2,000. You're like 19 or still 18?
Still 18.
Okay. Did you ever have a job?
Yeah, I was doing delivery at the time.
Okay. So starting from 2,000, you worked your way back up.
Yeah, so starting from 2000, I worked my way back up, but I restarted my account in the next January when I was 19. But now when I restarted my account, I started it with 5,000.
Okay.
So I saved the money, I had 5,000, and now when I had 5,000, I kept trading and
you put it all into one.
But now I was a little bit smarter because
Okay.
now I knew what I was doing.
Huh.
So instead of me putting all 5,000 into a trade, what I was doing was I was taking smaller positions. The purpose of that was for me to learn. I was like, okay, instead of me putting 5,000 and losing 5-6%, let me only put 1,000. Now, if I lose 5-6% on 1,000, it's $50-$60, but I'm getting the learning experience.
Okay.
So now, once I started doing that, I gave that about 2-3 months, and I would learn so many new things on my own. Like, oh wow, when this line crosses that line, the stock moves up.
Yeah.
When this goes here, the stock goes down. So I started picking up all these things as I was reading books, because I was reading and then I would apply it.
Wow.
Now, as that started going more and more, I was like, I need more money. So one of the best things I ever did was I opened up a credit card when I was 18. So when I opened up the credit card, they allowed you to have balance transfers. So what I did was I took a cash advance check, which it's only a 3% fee. It's not like 25% fee. There's a 3% fee you don't pay for 18 months. So I took that, and I had a 20,000 limit. So I took 15,000 out of that to put it into the market.
Okay.
Because I was like, I need more money. 5,000 isn't enough. I need to diversify my account and things like that. So once I took all of that amount, I just started trading. My first year wasn't the greatest. I made money, but I think it was maybe I made around 20-some thousand. It wasn't.
This is all short-term stuff.
All short term.
Yeah.
All short term.
And now you're a millionaire.
Yeah. It took me 3 years. By 22, I was a millionaire.
Was there any big break, like where, like,
I had big breaks with gold last year.
Gold.
Yeah, in 2017, gold. There's ETFs for gold. They were spiking up like crazy. I remember it went from like $18 to $80 in a matter of a month. So every day I would be trading it.
Wow.
It would go up, and I was margining the whole trade. Margin is when you borrow the broker's money.
Why was it going up, you think?
It was going up at the time. I don't remember. I know the U.S. dollar was taking a hit. I don't remember the exact reason it was going up, but I know the U.S. dollar was taking a hit. There's a lot of stuff going on with the Feds and Yellen and interest rates, which was
There's so many factors.
There's
right?
a lot of factors, yeah, but it was just on a solid uptrend. So I was like, just buy.
It is always a gamble at the end of the day.
Not really. It's not a gamble.
No.
That's where a lot of people are wrong. They think stocks are gambling, but the way you have to look at it is you have to look at it from an aspect where how much you're looking to lose and how much you're looking to make, right? So now think of it like this. Let's say you make 10 trades, right? You make a total of 10 trades. Each trade, you have a ratio of 3 to 1. Meaning you make $3 when you're right and you lose $1 when you're wrong. Okay, so now out of those 10 trades, even if you're right only 3 times, you make 9. And if you're wrong 7, you lose 7.
You see Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
That's broking, right?
Wolf of Wall Street is, they're brokers in a way. Yeah.
They don't care whether it goes up or down. They just get the commission.
Exactly.
Like
that's how they made money.
McConaughey part, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he claims no one knows whether it's up or down.
Yeah, it's relatively impossible for you to know if a stock's going to go up or down.
Yeah.
So the whole concept of it is to manage your trade.
Yeah. What do you think of Bitcoin?
I think it has long-term potential. I just think right now, crypto is being used more so as a way to make money than as a form of currency.
Of course.
So with that being said, there's too much fluctuations going on. But I do think crypto itself will be big. And I think one of the biggest reasons is blockchain. Blockchain is enormous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, do you think Bitcoin will eventually replace the dollar?
I don't know if it will be Bitcoin because I don't see anything special about Bitcoin, but I do believe long run, crypto will have a place in the market. I don't know if it's going to replace it. I think it should because the value just keeps going down. So it's relatively doesn't.
Wait,
make
the
sense.
dollar keeps going down?
Yeah, dollar's value keeps going down. Inflation. If you look at what the
right.
dollar could have gotten you 100 years ago, opposed to now, it's insane.
Yeah, interesting. Do you think the banks will regulate Bitcoin?
Banks, that's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
Banks don't want Bitcoin or crypto to be a big thing.
Right.
But I personally feel like it just eliminates so much stuff, like paying fees. It's like you have to pay fees to take your own money out, and banks don't have control, which is the biggest thing that they're facing, which is why they will try to regulate it.
Yeah.
But it's just tough to see how they're going to regulate it.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's blockchain. It's like a... That's the
beauty
way, of it.
Yeah, the
it's
way,
like
yeah, exactly. The way they, I know Chase tried to regulate it was they weren't allowing any transactions to Coinbase go through them. So they have so if Coinbase is one of the brokers to buy Bitcoin and stuff, so if you made a transaction to put money into Coinbase, they would block it. I don't know if they're doing that now, but I know they did that a few months ago.
Do you own any Bitcoin now?
I have Litecoin, I have Ripple, and I have Ethereum. Bitcoin, I don't have any Bitcoin.
Why not?
I'm not a big fan of Bitcoin.
Bitcoin's the rock star, isn't it?
It is the rock star, but long term, I don't see anything special in it.
I feel like the biggest one's probably going to make it. It's like a
not in the long run. It's probably, I personally feel like it's probably going to keep going up, and then eventually once it does become a form of currency, I don't see anything special in Bitcoin.
Well, what difference does it make? It's all electronic, right?
Yeah, but some of them are quicker. Some of them have more features, more benefits, things along the lines of that.
What's the best book for someone just getting in for them to start?
One of the best books I read was Trading for a Living. I don't remember the author's name.
Okay. Trading for a Living.
Yeah, I think that's actually a very good book.
I'll link that in the description.
Yeah, that's actually a very good book.
With my Amazon link.
Yeah, that's actually a very good book, Trading for a Living.
You have $1 million in cash or assets or stocks?
I have now stocks. Right now in my brokerage account, I have 600 in my brokerage account. So I'm building that up, and I constantly keep taking it out. Now I have other cash that I'm sitting on, where I'm looking to invest. But now this is my dilemma with investing right now. I personally feel like the market's going to crash.
Whoa.
Within the next year or two.
Damn.
Right? And I feel like it's very extended. So what I want to do is I'm trying to accumulate a lot of cash.
Yeah.
And
save it.
Purchased, a lot of stuff at that time.
Why do you think it's going to crash?
I just feel like it's very extended. It's far extended itself out.
Like it's kind of like a extent. What's that mean?
So we went through cycles in the market where when the market runs for a very long time, it needs to pull back or come into recovery mode.
Recession.
Not always recession, but it needs to come into mode for recovery mode.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened. But now the factors I think that's going to drive us into hitting recession are two. One is student loans.
Yeah.
Student loans are very high, and they're not. Yeah. I don't see them getting paid back. There's no jobs out there for them to get paid back.
Yeah.
And second, auto loans.
You
can anyone can go buy any car without having any proof of income, which is the same thing that happened with the housing market in 2007. You didn't need to provide proof of income, proof of employment, anything. So people are, putting on more debt on them, and they're purchasing these vehicles, which is kind of out of their reach. So I feel like that market is kind of oversaturated.
So then we're going to need another bailout from the government?
We got to see what's going to happen. I just feel like everything is building up, and as soon as one thing is pulled out, everything is going to fall.
And you think that's like
within
a year or so?
A year or 2 years. And this is the crazy part. I think the only reason it hasn't happened sooner is because of Trump.
Wow.
I think Trump has been doing a great job with the
picking the economy.
Yeah. I don't agree with a lot of stuff he does, but with the economy, I think he has been bringing it up. If you notice with the market and housing market, everything's been going up since he came into office. Yeah.
What are some, techniques?
So some techniques that I feel like a lot of people mess up on is people go right into indicators such as the RSI, MACD, and they look at that to buy or sell a stock. I think you should gather as much information as you can from the chart and see the trend of the stock. See what direction the stock is going in.
Like get a feeling?
So it's kind of like this. It's kind of like this, right? This is like the easiest way to explain it. So think about it as in you're driving from here to New York, right? So if you're driving from here to New York, you're gonna take breaks, right? You're gonna because it takes 3 days, I think, right? So you're gonna take gas stops. You're gonna stop to sleep and things of that nature. A stock is very similar. You have to understand where it's headed. You have to know, hey, the stock is headed from here to Miami, here to California, here to New York, here to Philadelphia, wherever. What is the trend? What is the direction the stock is going at?
How do you know where it's heading?
Right when you look at the chart, it shows you if it's going up or down. So there's three directions. There's an uptrend, meaning the stock's going up. There's a downtrend, meaning the stock is on its way down. And there's a sideways trend, meaning it's trading between a range.
Okay.
So once you understand the overall trend of the stock, now your job is to focus on when it's going to take a break.
Yeah.
When is it going to pull over for a gas stop? When is the person going to sleep? When is the stock going to sleep for quite some time? That's the next step you have to look at. What people do is they look at the RSI or MACD or technical indicators, but they don't know the trend. They don't know where the car is going.
Yeah.
If you know where the car is going, it makes the whole process that much easier.
You think Tesla will keep going up?
Tesla's very tricky.
Yeah.
Very tricky because of Elon Musk. Very tricky.
Yeah, he just started some shit like a week ago.
Yeah, he made the tweet.
Yeah.
The tweet is he's gonna get in trouble for that. I feel like he shouldn't have. He can't really make that tweet. He couldn't put that tweet out.
I didn't even see the tweet. I just saw like an article. He just wants to go private.
Private, but he can't announce it because now, what if they really are going private? Let's just say, it's gonna boost up the stock price to $4.15 or whatever he's taking it private at. So now, anyone can literally buy the stock and make money off it if they go private.
Wow.
Which is why he shouldn't have made that tweet.
Yeah.
It goes against the SEC rules for him to do so.
SEC?
SEC, they're like the cops of the stock market in a way.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are some no-nos for SEC, like insider trading?
Oh yeah, biggest one, insider trading. People do it. People get away with it, but that's a big no-no.
Yeah, you can go to like prison.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Have you done any shady shit? I don't know.
Yeah, great place to ask that. Yeah, I've done a lot of. No, I've gotten. There's actually a funny story about that. There's actually a funny story about that thing with the company. I'll talk about it right now. So yeah, actually, I didn't do anything shady, but I did get into trouble for something. So this was 2 years ago, and there's a company called Sunworks, right? They work with solar panels and stuff.
Okay.
So what I did was I was invested into a stock, and the company was getting a project from Fresno, a $10 million project. But nobody knew about the project.
How did you know?
So now I knew that they're bidding with the city. They're bidding with the state. So if you're bidding with the state or city, it's available to the residents, right? So I figured that out, that it has to be somewhere out there. So I kept digging. I made accounts and this and that to, get access to the bidding portal, and I finally got access, right? And I saw that they actually bid it for 10 million and they had the job. Where I messed up was I actually posted it on StockTwits. So StockTwits is a Twitter for stocks, right?
Yeah.
So I posted it on StockTwits. Now what happened, the people on StockTwits started calling up Fresno. They started saying, hey, when are they going to win the job? When are they going to get the project? Blah, blah, blah. And now they got fed up with it because they're dealing with the public company. So they canceled the contract. Now, as they canceled the contract, the stock plummeted.
Yeah.
And now I get a call one day from the CEO of the company, right? His name was Jim. I remember I was driving and I get a call from like a California number, and I'm like, California? And I pick up. He's like, hey, this is Jim. Is this Umar speaking? Jim from Sunworks. And I'm like, yeah, hey, Jim. He's like, yeah, Umar, how you doing? How's everything? I just wanted to update you about Fresno. We're still working with them, but please stop posting stuff. It's really getting to them, and they're they're probably not going to give us the project if they keep getting bothered. So please stop putting information out there, and please don't tell anyone I even called you. So that was really it, but that wasn't anything with the SEC, but that turned out to be a huge thing.
How did you first hear about Sunworks?
I was just trading. It just popped up. You scan. So you do something called scanning. When you scan, you're looking for certain indicators, certain stocks. So when I was scanning, Sunworks popped up.
Yeah.
As it popped up.
Was it kind of like a penny stock?
No, it was. This is the thing with penny stocks. The actual term of penny stocks are any stocks under $5.
Right.
Right. I look at penny stocks anything under $1. Okay. So it just depends on where you're going. The stock was priced around $250, $280 at the time. So technically, yes, it was a penny stock, but in my book, it wasn't.
Couldn't you like post like, oh, I think so and so is going down on stock twits and be like, oh, better sell, like
people do that.
Try to get people.
People do that. That's why if you're somebody that gets influenced by others easily, stay away from stock twits.
Okay.
Because now if you go on stock twits, you're gonna see crazy comments. Hey, this stock's gonna go to 10. This stock's gonna go to 100.
Yeah. So anyone can say shit.
Yeah.
So what's the point of stock twits?
There is that 10% of stuff that is valuable out of the 100.
Yeah.
There's very few stuff that is valuable. Like somebody does research and they find something, so they post it. But it's very little stuff. So it sometimes it's worth it to go through it.
With your knowledge, you can kind of verify.
You can kind of filter out all the bad stuff.
You have any other investments?
I have Stock Market Lab. I am working on an app. I do have money, into tech stuff that I don't, I really can't speak about right now. But
okay.
There are I'm trying to get into the tech industry.
It's related to investing?
No, it's
completely. It's a game.
Yeah, it's something different. It's something completely different.
I want to make it like just a simple Flappy Bird
it's crazy.
game
The
and sell
tech
it.
world is blowing up.
Yeah,
it's blowing up insane.
I have like 8 YouTuber friends that have their own little game app.
Yeah. There's that app called what's that company called Twitch? Twitch is blowing up. Yeah,
Twitch is blowing up. I still need to get into that. Yeah.
Twitch it's insane. If you can get into Twitch, man, that's something else.
Do you have some stock in Twitch?
No, Twitch is owned by I believe Twitter. No, Amazon. Amazon owns them. Amazon owns Twitch.
Okay.
The Amazon bought out Twitch, so Amazon owns them. So if you own Twitch, you own Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon. I heard it took them 10 years to be profitable.
No, they were profitable all the time. The only thing is they would take their profits and reinvest it.
Right.
All in research and development.
You have some stock in Amazon?
I traded it, but I'm not really. I don't long term. I'm not in anything long term right now.
How did you find me? Through YouTube?
I actually I was watching YouTube and you came up and I saw your interviews because I remember I saw you on YouTube 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You were doing something completely different.
Yeah, pranks. Yeah.
Yeah, pranks and stuff. And then I saw you on YouTube for you were doing interviews, and then I saw with real estate and this and that, and I was like, oh, let me reach out to you.
Cool.
That's how I came across you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Any last words? Anything you want to shout out? Your Instagram?
Yeah, if you guys have any questions about stocks or want to ask me anything, you guys can. My Instagram is Umar Ashraf, UMAR ASHRAF.
Well, yeah, I'll list it. Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys can DM me, ask me any questions you guys have about stocks, and I'll try to help you guys out as much as I can.
Sweet. Well, yeah,
that
wraps it up.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Let us know what you think of everything we talked about here, and I will see you next week.